welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today, of course, by the title, you can see that I will be doing an unhaul. So there's no particular order because I didn't have time to do all of that. So we're gonna jump right in. Book number 1, which is right here. And most of these, I will say, I haven't read. With the exception of a trilogy that's in here. But I think the rest I haven't read. So the first book is Hench. I got this from my local bookstore, Beau Soleil. It was one of those books, it was around Christmas, I think, and it was one of those that was wrapped and you just like read the message. If it sounds interesting, you buy it. I did. I'm not into it. I haven't even, I don't know. Oh, I have a gift card. So I'm gonna see if this works. So yes, Hench. I'm not even gonna be going into plot for some of these because I don't know. I haven't read them, so I'm just not interested. Stepsister. So this book and another one I got on my birthday or around the same time. This was when I first started like influencing, which I hate saying that because I don't get paid. So I feel like I sound dumb when I say that. But this was one of them that I got. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not interested. She's the stepsister. It's like a reimagining of Cinderella, but like stepsister version. I don't know. Not interested. Ooh, y'all gonna get me for this one. Your faves. The Love Hypothesis. Not interested anymore. I think when I got it, that's when I should have read it. But when I buy my books, I immediately write them on one of my little papers and I put them in my book jar. So I can't just pick a book. I have to pick the name out of the jar. And I waited way too long. When I finally picked the name, it had probably been a year. When did this come out? 2021 or even 2020? I don't know, but yeah, 2021. This, you could say it was what, 2 years? Because it was this year when I picked it finally out of the jar. So I'm not with it no more. And this is too long. That's too long. And I've heard like the second book is better. I don't know. I don't want to no more. Okay. The next 3. Okay, so there's 6 of them that I've read. So this is a problematic author that I do not want on my shelves anymore. 2 of these books were gifted to me and I think I bought one of them. Whispers and the Roars by K. Webster. I did tab it. There's not that many, but I have heard that this book in particular is problematic. I need to look into that. I didn't really look into it before I read it. It wasn't until like after. So I don't know if I'm just gonna take the tabs out and sell it, or like just dock down the price, decrease the price. Like, I don't know. Some people might like that. And then next, they were gifted to me from Valentine PR, I think. But we're getting rid of these 2, which is Death Wish and Triple Threat. They're a duet. Okay, next is They Stay by Claire Fraise Strawberry. I don't know if that's actually how she pronounces it. She was a debut TikTok author, if that makes sense. I saw her videos on TikTok, and then at the time, I was like, I'm gonna support her. Make sure it's something that you want to read. I just don't think I want to read it. Maybe, you know what? Because I do have a video idea that I could fit this in. So you know what? I think I do want to keep it. I think also for a while, there was a time where I was really just reading off of my Kindle. Now, yes, I'm pretty sure this is also a KU title. It's on Kindle Unlimited. However, I don't like reading the same book in 2 or 3 different formats. Like, I know some people, they're like, I have the physical book, but I'm feeling the audiobook right now. Or I'm feeling the ebook. I'm not like that. I don't want to read the same book in 2 different formats, even though I did do that with Rain. No, I didn't. I did not. I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm a liar. Was it Rain? It was another book that A Curse of Shadows and Ice, but it was because I wanted to read some at work. And I obviously can't open up a paperback at work. So I had it on my Kindle. I only read, I think, the first 5 chapters. You know what? I think I might want to keep it. But I know there is a second book. Okay, my next pile. Then we have Dangerous Temptation by Gianna Darling. This is a part of the same series as Death Wish. Like this one, it's a part of the Dangerous Press. Or did I get that from Dangerous Press? I don't think so. I think that was Valentine. But I bought this one. This was like December of 21. Still haven't read it because it's in my book jar. I just don't think I'm interested in it anymore. Which again, all of these books, I'm not interested in anymore. Or problematic. But this one, I don't know. I don't know. And I've never read her before. I don't know. Maybe I might keep it. I just don't think I'm going to be interested. I'm going to put this in my don't know pile. But let me know if you want it. Like, you're excited. Let me know that. Because then you can have it. Well, I think I'm going to put it on pangobooks. Okay. Then we have Margot Mertz Takes It Down. I got this. Oh. See? I got this whenever Barnes & Noble hosted their first 50% off of hardbacks, and I went ham. I went ham in there, and this was one of them. I've heard, and this was also a part of my book TBR jar. I picked it, but then I just put it right in this pile. I've heard that the main character is just not lovable. She's not likable. So I don't want to do that to myself. There are plenty of other books. Side note, y'all. Do you see my finger? Yes, it's that one. Can you see it? Will it hit my face? Oh. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks wrinkled. Pretty sure I have like a 1st degree burn. I'm wondering, it makes me think of that one, or those episodes with that numbnuts from Law & Order SVU that had it out for Olivia. But like the first episode where he's introduced and he burns his fingertips on the stove. That's what this reminds me of. But yeah, I burned it trying to eat a piece of chicken. Thought I'd share that. But yeah, not interested. Okay, this was another one that I picked and then I just put right back in this pile. I did read the first chapter, The Controversial Princess. Say it with me, y'all. I'm not interested. I think if this were to have been a standalone, I would have continued it. This was a video that I did for TikTok, which I posted it, but then it was like shadow banned, so then I just deleted the whole thing, where I read the first chapter of this book and the first chapter of the Hacienda to see which one I wanted to read. Low key, high key, I knew that I wanted to read the Hacienda, so I wasn't gonna read this one anyway. Or like, I was gonna read it after, but then I decided I just don't want to read it at all. So this is from a Spicy Girlies. Child, I don't know what I'm doing with this book. Bitten. This is the same book that by R.L. Stine. Didn't realize it's from like 2003. I read a good bit of it. I think I had read like the first 100 pages, or at most 100 pages. I may have read like 60. But this was, again, that first, when I started influencing. This was one of the first things that I got when I went to Books A Million, and it was on my birthday, and that's when I got my card, like the membership card, and this was one of them that I picked up. I don't know why. I think it's because my favorite, like, mythical creature are vampires. I know. I'm basic. I know that. But I love vampires. Vampires.
A reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Don't ask. But yeah, I think, yeah, Like, no. Anyway, I might just give that one to the library because, I mean, it was already beat. It was already beat. You might not be able to see it. So I don't know why I still paid full price for it. It was $9.99, so it was like $10.07, $10.08. It should have been $3. I don't know. Okay. This trilogy, to this day, I cannot believe that I read it. And I have to blame the book talk girlies that were saying that this was enemies to lovers. Like, you already know what I'm talking about. The Cruel Prince trilogy. I mean, well, the Folk of the Air series. Did I eat this up? Yes. Did I actually, like, really love it? I don't know. In the moment I did, I just had to get through the first book. I think my favorite, even if I maybe don't even remember that much, but I think my favorite was the second book. And when it comes to trilogies in particular, my favorite is almost always the second book. Very rarely will I like the third book. It's never the first. Let's just get that straight. It's never the first, I can tell you that. So I don't know if I truly enjoyed this or what. Did it have enemies to lovers? Yes and no. Like, I wouldn't even say the romance in here is the subplot. It was the subplot. It was buried deep down. You know what I mean? But, oh, I remember his name was Carden. I don't remember her name. I remember not liking her, Jude. I remember not liking her sister. But I do think that it had great, like, cliffhangers. I do. Because when I finished the second book, I don't remember what it was. But when I finished the second book, I remember, like, oh, I gotta read the third. But yeah, the covers are pretty. I mean, I'll say that. I'll give it that. But I don't want to keep them. Then we have Echoes Between Us by Katie McGarry. Katie McGarry. She has one of my all-time favorite young adult romances. It's a series. It's the... what's it called? Between the Lines? Oh, Pushing the Limits. And you know, when it comes to a series, the author either names the series by the first name, by the first book title, or like The Cruel Prince, the series is called The Folk of the Air, right? Whereas her series, Pushing the Limits, the first book is actually called Pushing the Limits. I absolutely ate that series up. And then I saw this book at, again, this was the same day that I bought Bitten, the one by R.L. Stine. And I wanted to have it. I don't know if I'm interested in reading it anymore. I don't know. Because again, the way that I'm feeling about these three books, I feel like at the time, I wasn't ready to read a physical book because I had been reading on my Kindle for so long and I was in my Kindle era. But now I wouldn't mind picking these up. So do I give this a shot? I think I might have to look at the Goodreads. Oh, my camera's gonna die. Okay, let's finish. Then we have Getting Real by Emma Chase. Can you see? This was also gifted to me or sent to me from Valentine PR. This was before Valentine PR like sent out another form to like just do the tropes that you want and that's what you'll get. Child, I haven't heard from Valentine PR since then. Where y'all at? But I don't care. Anyway, so one of them was Getting Real. It's Workplace. I don't like Workplace. I've read it, but I'm not interested. So yeah. Then we have Shattered Vows, which was also sent to me. I have a mutual. I think she read like 5 or 6 of this author's books and DNF'd I think every single one of them. And we have, I feel like we have the same taste. So if she, and I think this was one of them. So if she says it wasn't nothing, I'm going to go with what she said. Now that's not what she said, but let me not put words in her mouth. But hey, she DNF'd. I don't want to give it a shot. And this is long. The only long romance books that I will give a chance are authors who I've read before. Marie Anne, A.L. Woods, Danielle Allen, which Danielle Allen doesn't really do that many long books. I always say hers are average. Tannen. I know Tannen, her first book of hers that I read, I did give her a shot, but the first book that I read was like 500 pages. But yeah, I only want to read long romance books by authors who I've read. Okay, then we have This Is Where It Ends. I did read it. I liked it at the time, but I don't remember like why. So take that with a grain of salt. Because this has to do with, oh my gosh, my name is in it. Oh Lord. This has to do with a school shooting. So I don't know what to say about that. Then we have The Passengers by John Mars. You know what? What if I do want to read this? Because again, I want... You know what? I think I want to read it. I got this from Walmart in the little bin. Like $5 or less bin. I think I want to read it. Because again, I feel like I'm back in my physical books era. And I do have like a video idea for those. Then we have As the Wicked Watch by Tamron Hall. I actually already have a copy. Barnes & Noble did me dirty. I ordered it online. Maybe a month and a half later, I still hadn't received it. Email or called support, the customer service. Then they said, okay, well, we'll send another one. Tell me why they both came in at the same time. Where was the other one? Playing peekaboo? Like, where was the other book? That don't make no sense. But I got both. So I'm getting rid of the one that looks more beat than the other one. But I'm also nervous to read this because I have a couple of mutuals who read this that said it just didn't really hit. It didn't really hit, but yeah, so this one I'm only getting rid of because I have another copy. And then the last two books I got the same time. I think I got The Passengers. If not, I got these before, which is The Wanted by Robert Cray, and then The Child by Fiona Barton. Got it out the same bin. You know what? Do I really want to read these though? But I don't know these authors. I don't know these people. And I remember they had good scores. I feel like good ratings on Goodreads. But I feel like if I were to read either one of these, it would probably be The Wanted. The Wanted. That's The Wanted. The Child. Les enfants. L'enfant. Anyway. I don't know. I feel like I want to read this. But then I also have to look them up and see if they're problematic. Because I don't know these people.
Like that. I said what I said. Okay, well what you said was some bull. But you don't like it. You don't like it. I showed.
And it's psychological suspense. What does she look like? Okay. Oh, she lives in Southwest France. Okay. I think I actually want to read this. I want to give it a chance. This one I don't think. But this says an entertaining thriller. And I love thrillers. I want to keep it too. So, these are all the books that I'm unhauling. I'll show you. I have no idea if my carpet is dirty. Knowing me, it probably is. Ooh. I never saw if my room was clean. Probably not. So that's what I'm unhauling. They will be on my pangobooks. I'm probably gonna wait to put them on Pango till this video is out. But yeah, and then these are all the ones that I'm keeping for now. And you know what? I may change my mind. No, I changed my mind about this. I don't want to read it. So these are the ones that I'm keeping. They Stay. But let's run through it again. They Stay. Echoes Between Us. I think this is also paranormal. I think he's a ghost. Ooh. The Wanted. The Child. L'enfant. The Passengers. And As the Wicked Watch. Wait.
Ariana, what are you doing here?
Oh, I put this in the wrong pile. goes here. So these are the ones that I'm gonna give a shot. And those, no. But yeah, that's it for this video. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Are you shocked by some of these books? Do you want some of these books? That would be even better if you wanted them. But yeah, they will be up on my pangobooks at some point. Bye. See you next time. Oh, oh, it stabbed me in my chest. Blooper? Wait. How do y'all do this? Oh, even though I'm not unhauling these, I need to take a picture or whatever. Okay. Oh. Okay, wait. Let me tilt it. Is that better? Okay, that's enough. That, ooh. Don't want you doing that. Okay, wait. Wait. Oh. No, oh. Did you catch that? Does that look natural? Okay, now. Hold on a second. Hold on.